So this video is for anybody who is planning on visiting New York, maybe living in it. I want to say this in the most serious, unbiased way possible, even though I lived here for 6 months and it's coming to an end, thankfully. So firstly, understand that if you are taking a vacation somewhere and you're saying you want to live there because you're on vacation, change your mindset right now, because that is not the case. So, I grew up in India, and I love it there. I didn't, but now I love it, because when you move around at a young age, you're like experiencing a bunch of different things, and then you realize, holy crap, like there's some things that you just want to keep the same. So I moved to Colorado, and I didn't really want to move there. Well, I did, actually. I'll admit it. I did want to move there because I wanted to restart on life, and it was probably the worst decision of my life. Except it was also good, too, because I met some great people. And when I moved back there, I probably wouldn't move there again, because it sent me in the hospital a few times because of the altitude. But I definitely would go back, for sure. But then, New York, right? Let me give a comparison of this one. So it's like if you were to vacation to Florida, you're probably like, oh my God, I can't wait to live here. I'd love to live here. Don't say that until you actually have the idea of getting a job there and not be doing the stuff that you're doing on vacation, because you probably won't be doing that. So, it's the same thing here. So I never liked the city. Never did. I went to Chicago, and if you've never been to New York and you're trying to save up to go to New York, I would say just go to Chicago first, because it's the closest thing to New York. So anyways, I go there, and I was like, Chicago's like, all right. I would much rather Chicago than here. I've never been to the city here. But ladies and gentlemen, I am like, the best way to describe New York is that from an outsider's point of view that's never been here before, it sucks, okay? Couple reasons. So living here, I live on Long Island, eastern part, about 30 miles divided from the sound of Connecticut. And never liked it up here. But I moved here because my dad's job and everything, and I couldn't afford to move out on my own until now. So anyways, it's very culturally diverse here. It's also very, what's the good word? It's interesting in good and bad ways. The good ways being the cultural diversity, and the bad ways is there's a lot of very, very sketchy shit that goes on here. The sketchiest shit I've ever seen. So for instance, you guys know I'm a car guy. One of the biggest things is inspection here, and then you get targeted by cops a lot. So for instance, there's been a video where cops are targeting me. 2 of them, the tickets that I got, I understand they were my fault, but I wasn't doing anything reckless for them to have probable cause of pulling me over. They just saw me with another car, and they pulled me over and gave me 2 tickets. I was not speeding. I was not doing anything stupid. But anyways, for car people, like, it's the race capital of the entire U.S. I don't understand how, because there's so many restrictions here. But I feel like when you have too many restrictions, that's when people start doing really illegal shit. That's just me. I mean, there's one thing that I'll say is that in red states you have some things, and in blue states you have another. In my opinion, it's really weird, because as you notice throughout history, it's like people do a lot of really dumb shit in blue states because there's so many restrictions, versus in red states, it's like you don't really have a crap ton of restrictions, so people don't do as many stupid things. Now, granted, you could turn a whole topic on that, but I'm not going to. So another thing, It's very congested everywhere in this state, no matter where you go. All of Long Island is congested as hell. I can't necessarily say like, I love the beach. I love the mountains. I love the beach more though. It's not the best beaches, okay? Everything here is expensive. It's a no-brainer. Like, there's an apartment that I'm looking at in Indiana for $1,200, and it is beautiful. If I were to do that same thing here, it's going to be easily $2,500 to maybe even $4,000. That's insane. It's very unlivable here. Very. On top of that, if you think there's opportunity in New York City to do anything, there's not. You get any type of networking here, it's not going to work out too well. I, myself, am a very nice individual. I'm very respectful to people. And one of the things was trying to understand what these car people do for a living. I want to learn from them. I want to keep learning. And it wasn't even just cars, actually. It was buying and selling and all this stuff. And I kid you not, every single person flaked on me. Every single person just sincerely ended up being just a nobody. Like, they just didn't want anything to do with me. Maybe that's the reason, because I'm an outsider. I'm not really sure. But listen, New York in general, for an outsider, is just shitty, especially if you don't like the city. Now, some good things. The food. Love the food. Cultural diversity is a huge thing too. I think it's really cool to have a lot of cultural diversity so you can see a lot of different things. But you also feel a lot of bad because of the minorities here, and they don't get a lot of great things. I guess if you like city, you can have the city. You like some beaches, I wouldn't say they're the best, but you can definitely go to a beach. Car scene, it's freaking phenomenal. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm happy to get out of here. I hope that kind of means something to you guys, of saying, like, from somebody that doesn't really do much except for work on the car and record YouTube videos. It's like, I don't care how much you guys listen to that old song of like, it's with Jay-Z and Rihanna, I think. It's like, concrete jungle, where this is where dreams are made of, is definitely not the case anymore. Definitely not. I mean, I think, what was his name? Like Alex Weber. He was trying to be an actor for the School of Juliet, or Juliet School of Theater, or something like that. It's just, you have to understand, guys, New York City is shit. You'll see a lot of celebrities. I didn't see that because I've never gone to the city, never want to, because I just don't like it. But I have to drive through it again. I'm very nervous for that part. But yeah. I just want you guys to know, if you ever see this video, and hopefully you do, and you're trying to vacation to New York, or you're trying to move here, just don't. It is one of the worst places I've ever been, and I will never come back here, ever. I will go back to Colorado. I did love it. Nah, I wouldn't say love it. I did like it. But I think the only cool part about here too is that if you're a guy, haircuts here are like $25, which is really good, because normally I'm about to start paying about $45, $50 for one. Yep, because barbers are not so common in the Midwest. It's not what I've seen from living there. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Comment down below, like, do you live in New York? Where do you live? And do you like it? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. You don't really have to give a reason, but that's it. So, maybe you will see this video also by the time I move. And I moved to the 15th of May. So I'm hyped about that. And right now it's April 23rd. So, yeah. Alright, goodbye.